He lied to the people.
The biggest lie was
hundreds of other things.
The biggest lie was about
then
school.
I'm
not justifying that. I'm not saying he didn't lie, but they all lied.
He left all our military equipment, right?
He lied, but you're going to talk about the biggest liar in the world. The biggest liar in politics is Trump.
I'm Dwaine Caraway. This is The Other Side. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe and share this, and so we can get some wisdom. You know, this is The Other Side, and this is the second round of the round table. And I'll let everybody introduce themselves. But politics today, especially in Washington, D.C., it bears to have a discussion. We got folks in here that's pro-Trump, and you got folks that are pro-Biden and pro-Democrat, pro-Republican. But I like to make sure that it's discussed openly with everybody here at the other side with D.C. First of all, we'll go to number one Trump lover over here to my left. Let you introduce yourself, because I wouldn't dare try to introduce a Trump lover, but go ahead.
All right, I'm Big Homie. I was on the first round table. Pretty much, if you've seen it, you know where I stand. I'm neither Republican or Democrat. I vote for the best man for the job. I done seen Trump in office, and I done seen Biden in office, and I like Trump better.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for you.
My name is Rick Jefferson. I'm not affiliated with any party. I'm just going for whoever makes it easier for the people that look like me and the everyday person. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. That's my perspective.
Now, just repeat that. What's right is right.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong.
Okay, good. I want you to hold that to you.
I'm Cordero Rowland. Thank you again for the round table of the other side, first time on, so grateful, truly grateful. And same, I'm independent. I'm for what's right, and what's on is on, and what's off is off. And definitely looking for the resources in our community, things that help, things that we need. All the other stuff I can care less about. That's my piece.
Okay.
My name is Vern Catron. I don't have a particular favorite candidate. I'm not Republican or Democrat, but I do vote Democrat. I have not voted Republican, and I don't know how long, since Edward Brooke was in office in Massachusetts back in the 60s. But I agree with Homie, I agree with everybody. You vote for the person that is the right person and is telling the truth and you agree with. So I agree with you, Homie, but I just think you get the wrong person, that's all.
You got the wrong person. Did you hear that?
Wow.
I heard
You said you got the wrong person. Well, now, so this is going to be an open discussion,
Right.
okay? And I'm glad that you said you believe in voting and being with the person that's right, and you separate right and wrong, right?
Correct.
And you said the same thing.
Yes.
Of course, I feel the same way, and you feel the same way. But now you feel different.
I feel different.
Well, because you want to vote for somebody that's wrong.
Who wrong?
What makes
Trump.
you wrong?
The man with the indictment?
No,
The man with the indictments.
Biden is who wrong.
No, the man with the indictments.
Somebody
The
has
indictments don't mean nothing.
What does that mean?
Listen, you can indict a ham sandwich,
He ain't a ham
but
sandwich.
he ain't convicted of nothing.
He's going to be.
Well,
So,
he's been
let me
he's
just
got
say
34
this.
indictments in New York alone.
Okay, let me
91 overall.
let me just
He's done
say this.
something wrong.
Us is all brothers in here.
Right.
We know somebody that's done been through the system, or we done been through the
Yes.
system.
That's absolutely correct.
They indict us every Tuesday and Thursday.
And then on Friday, send us straight to jail.
But understand this, our justice system is about money. You know that.
Okay.
So if you don't got no money, a lot of times you end up having to catch a plea on indictments you might not even have nothing to do with. So just because they indicting the former president, it's political. They want people to not vote for him with all these indictments. This
Wait a
ain't
minute.
never been
Hold on
done
a second.
before.
He's got 34 indictments in New York alone. 91 total.
Correct. No, I said.
What-
They can't
How
make
does-
this stuff up. He's had to done something.
So how does he still lead the polls?
Fools.
How does he still lead the polls right now?
Fools.
They know if they convict him, he can't run. That's the only way you're stopping this man.
No.
That's true.
That's it.
Well,
That's why they're
That's
all
not the only
jumping
way
on
to
him.
stop him.
That's not the only reason.
He wasn't.
Let me ask you
He
this.
ran last
Even with
time
all
and got
those
stopped.
indictments, he is still leading the polls.
Well, who? Wait a minute.
No,
What
the
poll?
country.
Well, no, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's
country.
not. No, he's not. You didn't look
not.
at the
He's not
latest news.
leading.
No, he's not. He's
the
not
country.
leading. No, he's not.
Republicans
He's not
he is.
leading anymore. I'm
Who's
telling
leading?
you,
Who's leading? It's not Biden.
it is Biden.
No.
It is too Biden.
I can't believe that
51% to 49.
With his son, isn't Biden's son getting indicted?
His son's not in the White House.
His
His
son's not in the White
doesn't
House.
He's not in
Aren't they-
politics.
Aren't they both
Did-
working with China?
But here's the deal. Did Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, and his daughter, did they get $3 billion that ain't nobody said nothing about?
But
Come
that
on
man
now.
was a
Saudis.
billionaire
Doesn't
before,
matter what he
before they
was.
went
It doesn't
into the
matter
White House.
How did they become billionaires?
Listen, hold on. Let
Do you
me
know how
tell
they
you.
became millionaires?
Kushner,
Yes.
the real estate.
Do you know he keeps black folks out of his apartments?
Do you know that?
Listen, it's a lot of. Look,
You know
we
Donald
can
Trump
go
said
on.
kept
that.
black
He
folks
walked
out of
into
his
a trap.
apartments.
You remember when all the drug laws and prison laws changed? You remember who was the leading person of that? That was Biden.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but you're
He didn't want us
you're
to be
jumping
around
topics.
his children.
You're jumping topics.
We're talking about
No, we're talking about
you bringing up racism.
No, I didn't say anything about racism.
You said he kicked black people out. You was
Okay,
talking about
that's
the
right.
Kushner guy, right?
But that has nothing to do with what you're getting ready to
It
bring up.
does.
No, well,
Biden has been
me see the
against
correlation.
blacks since the early 90s. The
Okay.
truth is sentencing laws, the drug laws were catered to keep us in jail and us out of his neighborhoods and going to school with their children. He said this on the Senate floor out of his own mouth.
Okay.
He's a racist. He's a known racist.
Okay.
What about Trump?
Trump has hey, show me 3 things. Show me 2 solid things that shows that Trump has been racist to black people. He said something about Spanish people, about the border wall, and like us black people always do, we jump on everybody else's fight.
Yeah. He
But
took out a
nobody
full
fights for
page
us.
ad in the New York Times, Mr. Trump did, for the 5 folks that was
Central
5
Park,
places,
yeah.
Central Park.
That's just one thing.
Full page ad.
Okay.
That's just
Wait,
one
no,
thing.
wait, that's a big thing. Wait a minute.
Okay.
And he called the Africa, those
We're
countries
talking
in
about-
Africa and the third world countries, shithole countries.
Okay, we're talking about 5
They
people.
doesn't say black.
No.
to say-
We just letting you know.
We talking about
He
5
said
people,
he called
right?
us shithole people.
Baltimore,
No,
too.
no.
So let me ask you this.
What did he say?
He said those are shithole countries.
Countries.
Shithole
Yeah.
And he
countries.
said Baltimore was shit.
So
And why did he say Baltimore was shit? Because
from 1992 till now, how many people has been affected by what Joe Biden was campaigning, where he was putting up in the House and making them pass?
The
How
crack
many of
laws.
us have been affected
you
by the
tell
bogus
me,
drug laws?
you're making the point. How many have?
How many? It's been millions. It's countless.
Yeah.
We can't even count anymore.
Millions?
Incarcerated a
We
whole
can't even count
generation.
anymore.
What's the whole generation?
My generation.
Give me a number.
I can't.
You got-
I
you
can
just-
pull up a number, but I can't just come off the top with a number. But all I know, I was
It
locked
wasn't a
up.
whole generation. I'm sitting
This
here.
is what I'm saying.
You're sitting here.
This is what I'm saying. In the 90s, I was locked up. It was all black and brown in there.
But why were you locked up?
For,
No, you have to say why, but I'm saying that you were locked up because did you do something wrong?
yes.
Was that Biden's fault?
No, that wasn't.
Okay.
Okay.
But that ain't what we're saying. What we're saying is
Daddy said
the laws is unfair.
Correct.
I agree with that.
Okay, that's all
So
we're
who's to
saying.
say he's wrong? Say you got caught with drugs. Who's to say he's wrong? But then on the backside, if one of them get caught with drugs, it's not the same effect.
They're both wrong.
But
Of course, they're not going to get away
held
with
accountable,
it.
though.
They're going to get away with it, though.
Exactly.
I agree with
So
that.
now you see, and those drug laws were designed to take us out the game so they can do what they do. Now they run every drug trade right now.
They always
Look
have.
what they did with the dispensaries, the weed. They run it.
They've always have run it.
So, but they
CIA
were locking us up.
CIA was
They
responsible
were giving
for.
us life sentences in the federal, and some people got life sentences for marijuana in feds, in federal jails.
And go ahead and finish what you was about to say about CIA, Vern.
The CIA was responsible for a lot of this cocaine and crack and back in the day.
Right.
I mean, that's the fact.
Yeah.
So
and it
that's-
affected all communities more than anybody.
Sure.
Did you watch The Godfather? Remember I told you I watched The Godfather 1. What did he tell you? What did
Put it around
he say?
Put it where the blacks at.
He said, put the drugs where the black folk. He didn't say black either. He used the N word.
But the deal is,
And don't let it come to
We
the
all know
white
that's
neighborhood.
fact. We all know that's
But we
fact.
can counter that now because then you look at a guy like Trump. When Trump got in office,
What did he do?
a lot of people that were selling drugs turned into entrepreneurs and business owners. He gave them
Would
that.
you give me
he
an
gave the
example of that?
resources, the resources to give them the boost and capital to start their own
Give me an
business.
Right.
example of one person
By-
who's done that well.
By just like this, the average person in our urban communities that were getting unemployment, free money every week.
Wait a minute, you can't collect unemployment unless you worked.
Listen, they were getting unemployed.
Well, you can't collect unemployment unless you had a job.
You can't.
Yeah.
But when there's loopholes,
You cannot collect unemployment unless you have a job.
Well,
Or if I had a job.
checks.
the people in California was doing it, but Trump, it was loopholes. It was a lot of loopholes that people were getting unemployment. They were still getting food stamps. They was getting low income government assistance, and they were getting PPP money, and they were getting grant money.
And all this
Everything
was
to
all
help a
from
business. Trump penalized people for wanting to be workers. He rewarded for people who wanted to open businesses. That's why the tax
Give me an
cuts,
example of who.
those tax cuts, it helped us all. The Fair Credit Reporting Act of 2016, when Trump
Those
passed
tax
that.
cuts?
No, the Fair Credit Reporting Act in 2016, Donald Trump got that changed. That's when you start seeing a lot of people that look like us pop up with good credit. Guys that were in the streets, guys that were coming out of jail, old gangbangers,
tell me
we're
how-
all having good
okay.
credit now. Outside of that,
How?
once you were able to get the credit, there were all these special grants, this different funding to help black and brown entrepreneurs, minorities, kickstart their businesses. That's why everybody was getting into trucking under Donald Trump. Look at the numbers. Look at trucking and look at the numbers with Donald Trump. Look at how many black entrepreneurs it is right now and business owners that were working before Trump, and now Trump is gone. They're no longer working and they're running businesses. Think about it.
Why aren't they no longer working then? First of all, I don't credit Trump for that. You credit Trump for that. It's a lot more
happened under his
intangibles than
watch.
just the president sitting there passing all these
Well, I have
bills.
facts, too.
It has not. Well, give me facts.
Well, I know when Trump
Yeah,
was
but
in
talking
office, the
generalizations.
lowest unemployment rate we've had, it was 3.5%. And that's
Well,
the lowest it's been in 50 years under Donald Trump.
What was it under Obama?
It was worse than that.
Yeah, well, he inherited that.
No
from
one
a-
here inherited.
He
'cause
did inherit
Trump
that.
inherited Obama's mess.
That's
the
right.
Same mess Obama
No, that was
had.
a mess. We had a surplus when Obama left
Hold on,
office.
let me just say
We had a
this.
surplus when.
Let
Hold
me
on
just.
a second. We
Okay,
had a
go ahead.
surplus
Go
when
ahead.
he left office.
Okay.
The only reason why Trump's numbers look good is because he came out after Obama. Obama came in with Obama came in the middle of a recession, and when he left,
Can't use that excuse.
it's not an excuse. That's a fact. That's a fact. And when he left, was there a recession?
why
There
Trump
was a
numbers was
surplus.
different? You know why Trump numbers was different? Because he's a businessman. A businessman was running this country. He ran it like business.
That's true.
And the people picked up on Trump's energy.
Country
of
is not a
business.
business. First
Think
of all,
about
it's not
it.
a business.
We were ran by a
You can't run a
businessman.
country like a business.
We were
You
ran
can't.
by. Listen, I have the facts to back this
You
up.
cannot
too.
run a country
And I'm
like a
gonna show you the
business.
numbers. Donald Trump was a businessman, right? If you look around,
He's a poor businessman, too.
many- No.
How many bankruptcies has he filed?
See now,
How many-
See,
what
okay,
does he
I'm glad you
actually
say
own?
that because that's a misconception that the average person doesn't understand. When you're filing bankruptcy on a business, you're filing bankruptcy to get out of some bad debt, to get out of some.
How'd you get in bad debt?
Some high risk you took.
How'd he
and it
get in
didn't
bad
work
debt?
out. That's what all
How
the
did he
wealthy
get in
people
bad
do.
debt, though?
It's no difference if you would do it.
How did he get in bad debt?
Same way we all do.
No, it's not the same way. We're not the
Bad
same level as
business
he is.
decisions.
We can't go borrow money.
Bad business
Can you go get a
decisions.
hotel right now and borrow some
Bad
money?
business decisions.
No.
I can get a hotel if I get 10 people to listen and we take a whole year together.
Well, let's revolve around this. Okay, we established that. Let's talk about the trouble that Donald Trump is in.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the trouble he's in. What we're gonna do? What y'all gonna do about the trouble that he's in?
I just think the whole insurgency
Do what now?
was garbage anyway.
The whole what now?
The whole Capitol resurrection was garbage anyway.
Let's
You're
talk
not
about
gonna
it.
tell me. You're not gonna tell me so many people of of a certain stature are gonna act out like that if they really didn't feel that a fix was in. You're not gonna tell me that. People
Does
just
that
don't-
justifies
people just
that?
don't risk
Does that
everything like
justify?
that.
You're justifying
They just
that?
don't do that.
You think it was fixed?
I do.
So all
I
them
really
people,
do.
all them people had a meeting.
I really think
And
it
all
was.
All
got
those votes
together.
were fixed?
And I really do.
Okay,
Because
so
it's kind of crazy how the country was running so great.
No, let's just talk
it
about
was
January
not running
6th.
great.
No, but
How
let's
do you
just talk
think of
about
that?
January 6th.
We were in a
Before
pandemic.
COVID,
Well, January
before
6th
that came.
The January
We were
6th,
not.
hold on. The January 6th happened. Was that the right thing to do on January 6th, what we all saw on television?
I think what they
Whatever.
did.
What, who's they? Call names. What they
I
did.
think with the Proud Boys and all those other organizations and
Okay.
all those
People that followed
radical
them.
people,
Right.
No, they're just people.
they're radicals. Because to do
People.
that, they storm the Capitol. You radical, you do that.
No, not everybody did storm, but they stormed the
It
Capitol.
take a.
But was it right?
Was it right?
Yeah, was it right? Was that the American thing to do?
Morally, it wasn't right.
Okay, good. So that was wrong.
I'm saying morally.
Did they break the law?
Morally,
Morally, It wasn't right.
Wait a minute,
But
did
when
they break the law? Was the law broken?
What is the law?
You
the law?
go over
Well,
there
we
and
about
run
to
up
shut
in
it down.
there.
We
You
don't
run
know
up
the law.
in there.
No, I'm
They
saying,
wrote the law.
when I say what is the law, I say it like this. They changed the law many times.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you
Did they
one
break
question.
the law? If you go and throw a rock at the White House,
Break in.
Oh,
what's going to
we
happen?
can't do that.
Okay.
Wait a
now-
minute, hold on.
Okay.
That's what
That's
point
That's
I'm
cool.
making.
That's cool.
Yeah,
But who
yeah,
broke the law first?
Wait a minute, I'm not about no first. If you go break the law, you go throw a rock
Okay.
at the White House,
You know you're going
at
to
a window.
jail.
You what?
You know you're going to jail.
Without
I might
question.
get killed.
You might get killed.
I might get killed.
And how many people got killed on January 6th?
One. The
Okay.
lady.
And how
The
many
Air
people
Force
was
lady.
that was storming the Capitol?
And with it, let me ask you something.
And
was
You
that
said-
right or
Yeah,
wrong?
it
Let me
was,
give
it
you-
was
let me give you
wrong.
an
And
example.
they gave a brother that shot took a picture on the car at that same thing like 4 years.
Let me make a point. You said something about what has Donald Trump done that's racist. Let me give you an example. He supported that insurrection. But how did he act when those Black Lives Matters were protesting in D.C.?
What did he do? Went across the street with the Bible.
Did
They
he
had
treat
the
those black
horses,
folks the
they
same
had
way he
all this
treated
on the
those black
black
folks?
people,
No.
bullets and
Did
everything
he?
else.
I'm glad you saying that.
Why?
Like I don't. We can't talk about the Black Lives Matter stuff and all that because
Why?
if we want to talk about that, we got to go back to Obama. We didn't
No,
start
no,
getting
no,
killed
no.
on camera.
Obama, that's not on this conversation. Obama's not there. This is Trump
That's when it
and
started.
Biden.
Oh, you're deflecting.
But no, we
You're
saying
the-
BLM when we bring Black Lives Matter
you
in.
can't. No,
I said,
no,
well, it
because
could be.
it's
It
stated
could
started.
have been for George Floyd protest.
It
Okay.
built up.
Anything that was
But
we
the
were
Black
treated
Lives Matter
differently.
shenanigans built up
No,
for
we
him
were
to
treated-
start treating them that way.
You're missing the point. The point is that he supported the insurrection, but he did not support Black Lives Matter. As a matter of fact, he
called
supported
the
the police
National
beating
Guard.
people
Why?
upside the head.
You know what? You know the difference? When they insurrected, they went after the power structure. You know what we do? We go loot our own stores.
but we're
Oh,
not-
why would that bother Trump?
You've been listening to The Other Side with Dwaine Caraway. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next time for more great guests, insightful conversation, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of truth on The Other Side with Dwaine Caraway.